Well, hello there. I am really happy to see you. We are beginning round zero of our English language arts year together. And in round zero, we're going to be introducing ourselves to one another, learning a little bit about how this works a little bit differently from other classrooms you might have been a part of, and establish some norms for working together and how we're going to get along with one another this year and be productive and learn a lot. So to begin, I thought it would be a great idea for me to introduce myself to you. So here we go. My name is Ms. Erin Quinn. I would love it if you would call me Ms. Quinn. My email address is erin.quinn@wrps11.ca, and I want you to know that I'm available to support you whenever you need it. So that would obviously be during class time, but if you want some extra support outside of class time, at lunch or after school, you just need to ask me. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. So I was born here in Wetaskiwin and lived most of my life here growing up. My mom and my dad, and I lived with my sister as well. And then following my graduation from the comp, I moved to Edmonton to attend the University of Alberta, where I took a Bachelor of Education degree. And following that, I actually came back here to Wetaskiwin for a year, where I taught at Queen Elizabeth School, just a short little contract. And then I got a job teaching in Calgary, so I moved to Calgary. And I spent almost 20 years teaching and living there in Calgary. While I was there, I mostly taught middle school, and most of it was teaching humanities, which is kind of a combination of language arts and social studies. So grade 7 and 8 were kind of the most common grades that I taught. And then I also did a job for the Calgary Board of Education, where I worked for the school board supporting teachers, so teaching teachers. I also did my Master of Education degree at the University of Calgary, and I loved that. I loved learning about all that stuff. But after nearly 20 years, I missed my family a lot, so I decided to move back here to Wetaskiwin last year, and I'm living here now and loving it, loving being close to my family. So you can see a picture of my mom and my dad, my sister here. Also my best friend Chrissy, my sister and I, we are 3 best friends with Chrissy. You can see a couple of pictures of my cats here. This is Mortimer and Audley. Some other things that I really like. You can see back here, there's a loom. So I like to use my loom to make fabric. My favorite thing to make is tea towels. I love to watch TV. I like Netflix. Open to any suggestions that you might have for good Netflix or other streaming services to watch. I like to do my nails. I change them out a couple times a week usually. And I also really like to read. Another thing I love is being outside. So this is a picture of my parents' farm. They live just outside of town, and I love to be there. So as I mentioned, I've been a teacher for almost 20 years. Actually, this year is my 20th year of teaching. That's bananas. And mostly taught grade 7 and 8, ELA, social studies. I've also taught art and some technology options. As I mentioned, most of my career was teaching in middle schools in Calgary, but I was really excited to join Parkdale last year. I have taught before in a K-9 school, and I love being part of this K-8 school because I like to be connected with kids of all different ages. The reason why I wanted to become a teacher was because I love learning, and I hope that I can encourage you to love learning too. I have a cool kind of fact about me is that I've written a book about teaching, and I have another one coming out soon in June. So what can you expect from me? You can expect love, care, and calm, and respect. You can expect me to be patient and flexible, but I also have high expectations. I know that you can do amazing things, and so I'm going to hold you to that. in my classroom. I am a teacher who emphasizes creativity and critical thinking. So that means I'm going to ask you to use your brain. It is not easy. I will tell you that. It is a lot easier to just memorize things and repeat things or answer worksheets. But that's not the kind of teacher that I am, because I want you to be asking and answering questions, not just memorizing stuff and following instructions. So you are going to be the driver of your educational experience in this class. And part of that means that I'm going to emphasize voice and choice and joy. So you are going to have lots of opportunities to make decisions. You are going to have lots of chances to decide what it is you want to learn about. And I'm hoping that you will have fun while you're doing it. So how do you be successful in my class? So the first thing and hardest thing is to try. If you try and you do the work, you will see rewards. You will do well. So I just ask you to put in some effort. Again, that is not the easiest thing. It's easier to not try, right? If you don't try, then you don't have to take risks, right? But I do ask that you do that. And if you do that, you're going to have a good time. Just give it a chance, okay? Just trust me. Even if you think you don't like reading or writing, give it a chance, because I think that there are aspects of reading and writing and creating and thinking that everyone can like. And to do that, I encourage you to lean into what you love. Like I said, I'm going to give you lots of flexibility and opportunity to explore topics and ideas that you love, that interest you, that you care about. So take the risk and make those choices based on what you like, and don't care about what other people are doing. Don't care about what your friends are doing, because they might not like the same things that you do, right? Finally, I want you to understand that literacy gives you power. Being literate human beings gives you power. It gives you the ability to navigate this world. It gives you the ability to advocate for yourself. It gives you the ability to speak up for what you care about, speak up for injustices, right? And become powerful. So being a skillful reader and writer, becoming that in this class is going to help you in your future. So I hope I've convinced you that this class is going to be awesome. And I also hope that you've learned a little bit about who I am. If you have further questions, I'd love to chat with you about it.